I don't know what's going on here. Hey, we're live. We're live on YouTube. Thank fuck for that. Do I keep Sheasel? No, he's a trade out at any time you would like. I think he's been good for us. But yeah, you can definitely trade him out. Now, how many lives do I have up and running here? Oh my god, I've got heaps of them. So we actually are live on one of them, but I'm gonna have to delete a couple of those. Thanks for all the questions too, guys. Really appreciate it. If you would like to keep having a chat, talking a bit of SuperCoach, I am live over on YouTube now. Finally, so if you want to jump on, feel free. I am gonna delete that. Delete both of those. Thanks, Tim. Flynn. Oh, yep, just got mod. See you there. Sure. Nice, guys. Hayden Young's a solid pick, mate. Not a lock by any sort of stretch of the imagination, but he's pretty solid. But all right, guys, thanks heaps. I've left the YouTube lads waiting a little bit of time, so I'm going to check in with them. But yeah, thanks for your questions. I'll talk to you next week, 7 o'clock on the old TikTok each and every week. Cheers, guys. Oh, you guys going to give me a barrage or what, huh? Am I coming through loud and clear? Fuck, this technology, mate. Starting to piss me off. One moment, guys. One moment. Okay, those have deleted. We're up and running. Things are just starting to work out in the life of Shorty. We've got the tech. Now, I don't know what's going on with my fucking internet. Flynn, what's going on, mate? I'm good. How are you? Amusement. Took you long enough. I know, mate. Some things just take time, my friend. Hey, Corey. How are you, mate? Jackson, what's going on? Josh, here he is. All my chats are in the other live, mate. Well, here we are. Chat in here, my friend. I butchered the last one, all right? It was literally ticking over saying going live for like 3 minutes. And I was like, fuck this. Western Port says, how many live streams do you need? Short. Yeah, all I need is one good internet provider. That's all I need, mate. Hopefully we are all isolated now to the one live. So apologies if wasted a bit of your sweet time there, but we're rocking and rolling now. Big fella says, short hog, how are you, mate? What's going on? Lordy, hey, mate, should I trade Clary 2 to 3 weeks? But I'll be down one unless Harvey Harrison or Matt Roberts comes back. Absolutely, mate. Trade him now. He's it's just too hard to wait now. Like, it's such a crucial time of the year. Like, I think you just got to pull the trigger on a bloke like him. So yeah, that is the way I would approach that one. Just going to chuck this into SuperCoach group, AFL SuperCoach 360. Really good page if you want to get around those guys. Yeah, hopefully you had a good day out there. First week back at school for me, so just working our way through the week. It's been all right, actually. Sometimes getting back into work's a bit tough, but it's been a good week so far. Bit disappointing about the cricket. Man, thought we were half a chance when we rolled through Bairstow, but not to be. Okie doke. Give me about 10 seconds and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Gee, I've kept you bastards waiting tonight, haven't I? The lads will be furious. Cool. Let's do it. Let's do this. Awesome. Oh, is there a new little like feature, is it? Fuck yeah. Thanks for the likes. Well, how do you do that? Oh, so can you live react to my YouTube now? That's interesting. Did not know you could do that. Baggers, sup Horty. I'm sick as dogs, mate. So I most likely will be quiet tonight. Also, how good is Hey Nicky and another Baggers pod? Ben Hobbs. Yeah. Benny Hobbs been real good, hasn't he? I definitely wanted to get him in my draft, but it hasn't quite panned out. Amusement. Also, I hope you're feeling better, mate. I was sick last week. As you know, I was coughing and spluttering through the whole live. So hopefully you're on the mend pretty soon, mate. Amusement says, Josh and Amusement were hitting it off in the other stream. Well, mate, here you go. Hit it off right here, my guys. Josh says, now I need to copy and paste them all over. He's filthy, Josh. He's absolutely filthy. Amusement says, what a spud you are. Luke, do you have liver? I do not, mate. Great option, but no, I just don't have him. Silly Willy. Christopher, don't worry, on the phone to II Nate right now, letting him know about it. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Lockie says, howdy. Let's get rowdy. Gents, let's make this Daniel's best live yet. I appreciate that, mate. It's a beautiful sentiment from Lockie to just kick it off. Amusement says, Queensland 13 plus tonight. Tobias Fidel, first try scorer. Xavier Coates, anytime try scorer, chuck it on champion. There's a little multi for Amusement. I did forget that it's Origin tonight. I heard it on the radio, but might be tuning into Wimbledon. Sorry, guys. Controversial opinion. DMAC, the two certainties of life. Me coming second in the quiz and Shorty struggling with tech. Oh, I wish I could argue that, but it's so true. It is so true. I'd had a good run too. I feel like the start of the year I've been pretty switched on. These last couple of weeks have been fucking terrible. But I need a lift out of you in the quiz, mate. I need you to bounce back tonight. Get that dub. Luke says, show us your team. Probably easier if you just check it out on my YouTube, but I will read it out for you if you like. Because I go through it each week. Bagger Shorty looks like the quintessential Sydney rookie. Going to take that as a compliment. So for the fellow out there who want to know my team, and if you're just interested and haven't seen my latest video, I'll read you out from the back line. We got Nick Dacos, James Sicily, Tom Stewart, Jordan Dawson, Luke Ryan, Jack Sinclair, bench, Malikan and Constable. Midfield, we got Bontempelli, Lockie Neal, Rory Laird, Andy Brayshaw, Tom Green, Sam Walsh, Jack Steele, Marcus Windhager. On the bench is old mate Campbell Chesser, Matty Roberts, Corey Wagner. Ruck, English and Marshall, been the same for the whole year. Madden with the forward ruck swing there. Forward line, Taranto, Rosie, Butters, McRae, Canelio and Cameron. Then we've got Josh Dunkley on the bench, who, of course, would be in for Windhager, all going to plan, and Eddie Ford. 2 trades left, 10K in the bank. So there you go, mate. Amusement. My door hinges are suggesting UVC Golden. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You'll never let me forget that one, will you, mate? I'll never live it down. All right. Where are we at? Joshy Morgan. Shorty, I'll hook you up with a great trim for myself. Since you've been mystical all year round, just bring your own bowl. I'll provide the trimmers. Mate, that's just super kind of you. I'll look forward to it. Then we've got Amusement bouncing back in. Have you got potentially Ridley, Dunkley, Warner, Jezza, Young, and Cox all out with one trade? Nope. Okay, just me. Oh no. Are some of those guys out? Is Young meant to be out? Is he? Jeez. Bag of Shorty, help. What's going on, mate? What is going on? Amusements hit me early with the quiz time. And then he's talking in Japanese. That's just random. Samadhi says in SuperCoach or SC. Um, wow, there's some people talking some outrageous language here. Can you see my messages? I got a red flag. You got red flagged? Oh, mate. I can't see your messages, bro. I cannot. So what's going on there? GRB, g'day, Shorty, and everyone. Hope you're doing well. That's what we like to hear. Hits us straight with the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Hope you're doing nicely. Good to see you, mate. Amusement. All right, bye, Dad. Up the Maroons. Oh, thanks, mate. Absolutely spewing. You got to leave us, mate, because this is what you talk about all the time. These are the prime intimate dinner sort of live sessions with Shorty, where you get to those questions really quickly. There's just 20 of us chatting. You are the true fans out there if you are out there. Amusement says, last one, where's the horse racing SuperCoach update? Oh, I did make a SuperCoach stable once. Probably never again. Luke says, is Cox out? Are we talking Mason? We're talking Brennan? I don't really know either. Samadhi says, best rookie to get in SuperCoach. Jeez, at the moment, I haven't been thinking much about the rookies. Let's have a look. This will be a purely break-even discussion. Fogarty, he's not absolute rookie, but he is about 230. Really nice break-even of negative 52. Similar for his teammate, David Cunningham. And then it is tough. You got minimal options, to be honest. There isn't much. So let me know exactly what price you sort of got to work with. But at the moment, there is not many, if any, real options at your 123K sort of vibes, which is a pity. Big fella, Shorty, do you do Big Bash Supercoach in the off season? I don't actually, mate. Not a massive Big Bash guy. I'll chuck it on and watch it and that, but I actually quite enjoy just the break from fantasy sports stuff. Like I focus crazy hard on my Supercoach Classic, but it is nice just to have a bit of a break. So no, I don't, but I know a few of yous do. I get that asked a lot. Part of me's tempted to, but will it cause me more stress than anything? Who knows? Corey, I guess I'm playing marriage for Dunkley this week, holding 2 trades as Sheldrick is out. Yeah, this is a stage of the year where we do have to be really strategic about holding some guys, and you got to be tactical about it. So it is a bit tricky. Luke says, "What team do you go for, Shorty?" I'm a Cats man, mate. Live in Geelong, so just brought up with it really. So yeah, I'll be going to their game this weekend. Big game against the Bombers. Anthony says Brennan is out. Yeah, okay. Well, I wonder if do many people have him? Is he? I don't think he's too popular, but maybe that fella before. GRB, what is the latest goes on Dunkley? Well, I heard he was an outside chance for this week, and now I'm hearing he's been ruled out. So I sort of read into that if he was close this week, then he should surely be a lock for next week. I'm certainly hoping so. It was always said to be 1 to 2, so I think we can be relatively hopeful that he'll be back next week. Baggers, Nank was meant to be on the sub. Oh, oh, fuck. Hey, Mitch, how you going, mate? What's happening? Corey, also VC English against Swans looking good. No hickey. Yeah, we were talking a bit of that on the live session on TikTok. I'm right there with you, mate. I'll be VCing English also. Amusement says Brennan Cox and Hayden Young are both out. Wow, that'll hurt some. As well as Sarong. They're challenging the crosstown rivals for Harley Reid. Off I go. All right, mate. Thank you. Have fun. Theo says Cooper Harvey. Yeah, good point. He took 5 contested marks. How crazy is that for a small fella? Still only scored 50. But yeah, he might be a guy that can get some good opportunities. That's a good point, mate. Thanks for that. Baggers, do you follow Prem as in Premier League? I don't, mate. My sports are pretty much AFL, tennis, and cricket, really. They're sort of the main ones for me. Gus, captains this week. I'm going Tim English and the VC, probably into, is it Laird or Dawson or Neil potentially? You could also VC Goulden, Bont, Dacos, Neil. So there's a few options, but yeah, I like the English option. Baggers is back. Absolutely booing. I'm going to bash Cameron. Oh, so Darcy Cameron, is he actually been ruled out or is he just in doubt? Because this will fucking piss me off. Someone's going to have to update me. I don't need this. I just don't need this. Western Port says, "What school do you work at again?" Just going to keep that one private, mate. Just a bit of confidentiality, my friend. But thank you for the interest, nonetheless. Were you the guy asking my address last week? Got to be careful around here. DMAC says, "Go to meat shorty, or go to goat meat." I'm going chicken, mate. Big chicken guy. You got to roll the chicken. If we're talking roasts, I'm going roast chicken, roast pork in second. Roast turkey's not bad. Honestly, I'm not a major lamb guy. Controversial, real controversial. Big fella, it's way was because no upgrading. Way worse because no upgrading. Just trade players out in pretty much 3 to 4 trades a week. What was that in reference to? Oh, way easier. Sorry, yeah. Is that in terms of SuperCoach compared to the way it used to be? Because I would absolutely agree with that. I wish we had less trades. Bagger says also Nank's a camel dog. He's come out swinging. Don's gonna thrash you, says Western Port. Come off it, mate. Cats will take care of business. Down here, come on, man. Bagger's gonna drop a Nokia on his head. Lockie, Baggers, it's man, you, or no one. Manchester is red. Yeah, a bit of English Premier League there. Dunks out, Sarong out. I'm gonna miss the week now. Yeah, this will really test a few. I might just note a few of these things down. What do we got? Sarong, Darcy Cameron, Dunkley, Floyd. Luke says, "What about Timmy Taranto for captain?" Yeah, definitely a fair call. The only thing I'd say is last couple of weeks he's just dropped off a smidgen. So in terms of scoring, anyway, still found plenty of the ball. So that's the only thing I'd say. DC in doubt, not confirmed. Thanks, big fella. That's gonna just keep me up at night, mate. Gonna keep me up at night. Can't afford it, mate. Just can't afford this carnage. Lockie can't climb the mountain midfield. Baggers top of the league next year. Boys just loving a bit of the English Premier League chit chat. Lockie, what do you teach, Shorty? I'm in wellbeing, actually. So not exactly a teacher, but just in student wellbeing, mate. So, yeah, I really like it. Jason, how are you, mate? What's going on? Thanks for dropping in. Western Port says, how long does it take for you to drive to work? He's just getting a little personal here, his old Port. Just going to let you figure that one out, mate. I feel as if you're just trying to track down Shorty's location here. But Corey, are you ready to be back at tennis this Saturday? Are you playing? I actually played last week, so we went back already, mate. Thanks for asking. But yeah, I'm keen to be back. I've actually been enjoying it a little bit more of late, which has been nice. Yeah, had a nice singles win on the weekend. Just went down in the doubles. But yeah, I was blowing an absolute gale on the weekend. So Cameron says, Shorty, apparently Darcy Cameron has copped a knock at training. He's got to go for me if he's out and I can get him to Mills or Cripps. Yeah. Oh, it's a tough one, mate, isn't it? Because I really want him for that forward ruck. He's not even scoring that good. That's the real issue. You're right there. I'm probably holding because I won't be able to do too much anyway. What's Mills at? Yeah, he's 427, I guess. Oh, hopefully he gets up, mate. But at least just a knock. If he tore something, like that'd be disaster. But thanks for the update, mate. Big fella says I was comparing Big Bat. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, mate. I was on a different planet there. Oh, it's easier, you were saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How does this sort of go with like, because they have games like not daily, but way more regularly. So how does that sort of go? Is it slightly harder to get a read on where your team's at, or here we go. Here's the big questions. There you go. Red Rooster or KFC. Now this is not even a discussion, mate. Like it has to be KFC. Clearly, I mean it has to be. Like, when was the last time anyone said to you, "Oh, what are we going to get for dinner tonight? Red Rooster." Does anyone say that? I had the old KFC giant snack pack or snack box the other day, mate. 6.95. Get those salted up chips, mate. 6 nugs, popcorn chicken, bro. It's good stuff. But I would like to hear feedback on that. Is anyone out there? Chuck it in the comments. Is anyone going Red Rooster, KFC or Red Rooster? Give me your thoughts. Western Port, what is it about Darcy Cameron? I can't see anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on the internet on terms of like Google and that, but obviously a few people are seeing it maybe through the old Twitter or a bit more of a live setup. So I believe he has copped a bit of a knock, people are telling me, and he's in a bit of doubts. Jackson says, Shorty, is it worth burning 3 trades to get rid of Sheasel? Get in Sicily, leaving 1 trade left. Burning 3 trades. Yeah, honestly, if you can get Sicily in for Sheasel, I don't know if I want you to do 3 trades to manufacture that, but you do need Sicily. So, bit of a risk to have just 1 trade left because, as we've seen this week, a lot can happen. So, I'd try and have at least 2 trades left, but Sicily is a must. He is a must. So, it might just depend how your overall team is looking, mate. Corey, I came 146th in BBL Supercoach last year. I was looking to get a prize, which is 110, but fell short. No Steve Smith hurt me. That's a bloody good effort, mate. Nicely done. Baggers, mate, Geelong have no talent. The local pole joint has all. Look hard enough. It will be a mauling. Hobber the Goblin coming for his pot of gold. I've got absolutely no doubt the Cats win this week, mate. Respectfully. I respect your footy club. I respect what Scotty does. Brad, that is. Cats win, mate. 100%. I'm sorry. We'll be talking this time next week, mate, about a Cats win. Lockie, C, Dacos, easy win, easy points, VC, English. Yeah. No, I don't mind that at all, mate. Don't mind that at all. Baggers, so I'm well and a being. So I'm well and a being. So I'm going all right. Like Jeffo the Scholar. We love that, mate. What have you done to yourself, mate? What do you got? I was sick last week. No good. D-Mac, Rourke Smith, a good buy this week. What is this man talking about? Occasionally, D-Mac, he'll slide in a little sneaky one here and hit me with a Rourke Smith. That's just outrageous content from the young man. Mate, KFC opening in Drysdale has been huge. Is there a KFC in Drysdale? Shit. Is there still at Daniel's Donuts down in Port Arlington? Or is that gone now? Baggers, Shorty, you wrote an article on me. Did I really? Did I really, mate? Oh, fuck, I might have. You're in Ballarat. Did I really? You're going to have to confirm that. Galaxy, Shorty Supercoach live streams in July. I'll be there no matter. Oh, I respect that, mate. I respect that a lot. These are the true fans out here. If you're here tonight, you're a true fan because this is like, we got no bloody trades. We got no fucking idea, but we're just here for the chats, mate. So do like that. JRB's going English VC into Merit C. Oh, yeah, good point. I forgot about Merit. Yeah, absolutely. Will Geelong tag? Oh, no, I don't think so. Not a hard tag. You won't cop a hard tag. They might, O'Connor or Blitzarves might apply a bit of pressure to him around the clearance, but I wouldn't anticipate a hard tag. We don't often do that. D-Max says if you choose Red Rooster, you need to be put on some sort of predator list. I'm going Red Rooster every single day of the week, says Galaxy Wolf. Only answer if you're not a diabetic. Does anyone get Subway these days? Is that still a thing? I occasionally do, but it used to be the rage when I was younger. Big fella, they have rounds normally one. Oh, this is the old Big Bash. Normally 1 to 2 days before lockout. It's confusing but really easy. Came top 100 last year, hoping for top 50 this year. That's interesting, righto. Yeah, thanks for that, mate. Where are we? Lockie, Cameron out, McStay in is probably the thoughts going around. I'm gonna say, yeah. Well, I mean, if he's injured for sure, like Cox is probably the main discussion point with McStay coming back. Like Cameron's a lock if he's fit, but yeah. Galaxy says, I am here to have a meal. Theo, Nando's, yes. Don't mind this at all. When is your next footy kick thing? I'm going to come with some mates. Fuck yeah, nice. We'll get through this terrible weather and then I'll do one either towards, it might be next school holidays maybe, or over summer. I don't know whether to do it in Melbourne or in Geelong, but and big yes to Nando's, particularly their chips, mate. That is just a thing of beauty. G Money, hey buddy, sorry I'm late. I put the VC on Gordon last round. I could tell you that guy really disappoints. He rarely does, mate. He rarely does. Occasionally, and some people they'll trade him out. They will. It's crazy scenes. But thanks for popping in, mate. Jason says, which mid would you put or would you get? Parrish, Libba, Crouch, Davies Uniacke, Cash, no problem. It'd be Parrish for me, closely followed by Libba. And then I think there's a gap between them and the next two guys. Davies Uniacke in front of Crouch. But yeah, that's the way I'd approach it, mate. Thanks for the question. Corey, crazy to think that Geelong hasn't played Essendon in 30 years in Geelong. Is it that long? No, that's not true. I swear we played them through COVID down here. Yeah, we definitely did, I'm sure. But it has been a while, but like overall, it doesn't happen often. Galaxy says, oh, this looks serious. I broke up with my girlfriend 2 weeks ago. 1 week ago, she tells me she's pregnant. 2 days ago, she tells me she wants to keep it. Found out today she lied about the pregnancy. Can you believe it, Shorty? Mate, that is extremely disappointing. Sorry it didn't work out, mate, but I am a little thankful that she's not pregnant, mate, because you probably might have found yourself in a bit of a tricky situation. But that's pretty fucked up that she lied about it, my friend. So you're probably best leaving that one in the past, mate. People who lie about that stuff it's a little bit concerning. Jackson, yeah, Sheezer would be my worst on field if I can get rid of him to Sicily. 1 trade left, but left a bit of a risk in the top 2K now. Look, if you're in the top 2K, you want to risk it to really get right up there, then I endorse it. But yeah, just be aware that leaving yourself with 1 trade for the rest of the year, you might run into some trouble. It might also depend how much you've got in the bank or on the bench, I should say, to cover just in case. Oh, look at the little emojis flowing. Fucking who's responsible for those? Check that out. But yeah, the safe play is to just keep Shees or back him in. You'll lose points each week, but you might make all those points back when you've still got trades and others don't. The riskier play and the all or nothing play is to get Sicily in, bank those points, and ride your luck. Western Port, heard Gordon is a great rookie to get in, Horty. This man will haunt me. Gordon will fucking haunt me. Nate says, yeah, still here, mate. Never been in there, though. Lived here for 2 years. Nice, mate. Yeah, I used to work out at the IGA in Port Arlington, actually, way back. Bagger says, no joke. Search up Star Eagle under 15s. The Courier, I take it. Ha! There is me. Now, I can't read the whole article, though, but are you in there? Gordon's Luke. No way. No way. I honestly thought you were making that shit up. Gordon's Lucas Blasco was a runaway winner of the Central Highlands Football League under 15s Best and Fairest. I remember going to this. How crazy is that? I remember you getting that win. There you go. There's a little photo back in my journalism days. That takes me back. Well, fuck, there you go. I can't believe it's taking this long to mention that, mate. Luke says, are you sure Cameron's out? No, nothing's confirmed, but there is rumours that he's in doubt. So fingers crossed. Baggers continues. If DCAM is out, plastic bags, a cap, plastic bag. Fuck. Who are we referring to there? Who have the Pies got? Fuck, this cough just hangs around, mate. Hangs around. Oh, yeah, Sean Darcy will go bloody huge, mate. Big fella says, VC on Bont, C on Dacos. I'm a Briggs owner. Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I think Dacos, great C option, and Bont. It's Bont or English for me. Baggers, I'm down. I'm dead eye. Goulden is just worse version of Nicky. Oh, shit. You boys crack me up. G Money, is it just me or the idea of a shorties live stream and end of season bash not the worst idea? Yeah, mate. We might have to just name a random pub in Geelong and random time and just go for it, hey? Lockie, Dacos and Goulden for AA. Sorry, Baggers. Definitely all Australian. Baggers, 30 years, too long, gonna be traditional, ball buckled. Oh, man. Brutal from Galaxy, says GRB. That might be in reference to the Red Rooster. Luke says, do you play footy, Shorty? Nah, not at the moment, mate. I used to play for, quite a few years. But, yeah, just playing tennis at the moment. But, yeah, I used to really love playing, particularly in the juniors. Really love playing juniors. But I always used to play footy or tennis, and then got to a point where I was like, probably going to choose one. Chose tennis, went back to it in my adult days, but I wish there was a more social version of footy, to be honest. I love playing footy, but I don't want to commit to like 2 nights of training, working full time, and then you got a function Saturday. Like, yeah, if a few of me mates went back and played, I'd consider it. But yeah, Paul, 2 trades left. I have Oliver, Ridley, Dunkley, Brennan Cox, and Sheldrick all out. Carnage everywhere. Mate, hopefully you can cover a little bit of that with your bench options, but you may just need to cop it this week. Hopefully that doesn't hurt you too much in some leagues or overall or whatever you're sort of gunning for. Galaxy says, yeah, for sure. Such a relief, but feeling pretty betrayed, to be honest. That was in reference to that. Yeah, fuck. Don't know what to believe anymore. That is a tough pill to swallow, mate. But look, if she's acting in that way, mate, you're probably better off without her, my friend. It's a tough time after a breakup, mate. There's no doubt about it. So look after yourself, my friend. Do some things you enjoy. Do some things you love doing that brings a smile to your face, mate. Stick around here, mate. We'll talk some shit. We'll get you through it, son. Nate says, content idea. Here we go. Now that trading is a bit quiet, get the chat to send you their trade history from the week so you and the other chatters can roast them. Yeah, not too bad, to be honest. I'll get roasted anyway, mate. Get roasted for that Goulden trade. I kind of enjoy these live sessions, like even a little bit more. Like they just get a bit more looser, a bit funnier. Like you can get to your questions a little bit quicker. But yeah, appreciate you guys staying around and getting involved. G Money says both Dacoses are a lock for all Australian baggers. I don't think Josh will get in. Galaxy Wolf says, I've lost it. Where'd it go? Oh, we dated for 2 years too. Yeah. No, it's there's no sugarcoating it, mate. It's bloody tough. So get your mates around you and do some things you enjoy, mate. You got to look after yourself. Dacos over Martin says Baggers. Yeah, Nate just confirming the trade history. Yeah, definitely would be funny. If you want to send through your worst trade or best trade, feel free to. Thanks for that, mate. Jackson, thanks for advice. Would have Jasper Fletcher, Marich, Sturt, Cooper Harvey, Banks all hopefully get games as cover if needed. No worries, mate. Thanks for the question. And yeah, those rookies can certainly come in very handy. Not that we want to field them, but sometimes these 60 points as opposed to a 0 can be very helpful. Western Port getting Sean Darcy in at 495 saved my season. Yeah, look, if I wasn't so set with my rucks, I would have done the same. Absolute bargain. And if Darcy Cameron's out again this week, he's going to go nuts. So that's nice. G Money going to be an electric atmosphere at the game for you, Shorty. Was it a maximum 26K with all those seats not being sold? Why would they want 80K at the G? Now, if you think they should move this game to the G, you can go and get stuffed, mate. It's a Geelong home game. We play games at Cardinia Park. So all those people that say move it to the G, they can fuck off, mate. MCG is not our home ground. It's Geelong. So come down to the highway, mate, and we'll smash the Bombers, all right? I'm sick of hearing this crap. I can't wait to hold some bloody finals at Cardinia Park, mate. When are we going to play some finals there? Jason, thanks for advice on what mid best. I have gone Sheldrick and Fletcher in Banks and no rookies on field in the middle now. Nice, mate. No worries, mate. Always here to help if I can and if you need. So thanks for the question. Lockie says, mate, you flaunted at your house like a deer's head on a wall, but yeah, you did get record amount of votes. Oh man, that must be in reference to old Baggers. And Baggers says, G Money, it should be at the G. I want to yell explicits at Grime Myers. What a dud. Only drafted due to dreads. Best kick inside 50 in the league, mate. Shorty play for Eagles. No training, just vibes. You know who I did play for way back, mate, and you'll know them, Smyesdale. When they were absolutely struggling and I was working in Ballarat, I went and trained with them, played a few games, but it was just too hard, like fitting it all in with a lot of weekend work, doing sports journalism. So, but nah, mate, if I can find a club that just is pure vibes, mate. But even Rezzies is serious these days, you know. G Money, pour a drink for Stewie Dew. It's a brutal business. That's it, mate. I did feel for Dew, to be honest. Like, I get the move, I understand it, but had to feel for him the way it happened. Oh boy. Lockie saying Eagles 1s and 2s going to win the premiership. Shorty, got to be there for it. Mate, I might have to come along. I might even just have to tune into you boys one day and have a look at it. And Luke says, how long you been streaming for? Oh, gee, I think I've done the lives for this year and last year. TikTok was first time this year for TikTok, but yeah, pretty much last year didn't have much consistency with it, mate, because I was working a casual job, so I couldn't lock in a day. But this year we've sort of locked in Wednesday nights, which I think has worked well because people just know when it's on. So yeah, if ever you're down for a chat, mate, Wednesday nights. Bagger says, just get a glass bottle and do a... No worries, Galaxy. No worries, mate. You'll have to check in and let me know how you're going. If you need a chat, mate, I'm here for you. Flynn, I have Lloyd, Sarong, Dunks, and Sheldrick. Yeah. You're not alone there. I'm hearing quite a few people suffering that pain, but that doesn't make it any easier on you. Hopefully you've got some coverage for that one. DMAC, shocking news for all the fast food places up on the Gold Coast. Heard they are all going bankrupt with Big Stewie Dew getting the sack. He is a big lad. I'll tell you what, if you want to see some good highlights, type in Stewie Dew, best goals or finals goals for Port Adelaide. I don't want to see those ones in 08, mate, but he could roost it like no other. Absolutely sent that footy flying. It's a good watch. G Money, Josh, a lock for wing, all Australian posse, mate. Check his stats; they are elite. Who else would you have? Well, it's Josh Dacos, Nick Martin, and then there's one other that I can't think of. But there was three, and needing to have two wing spots. Who was it? Oh, it was Goulden. Errol Goulden. He's mainly playing wing, isn't he? I'm trying to think. Nick Martin. I can't think of it at the moment, but I remember hearing the discussion on the radio about three not going into two. So, not saying Josh hasn't had a good year, mate, but it'll be very, very tight. Bag is just getting stuck in a Dewey. Galaxy Wolf. My worst trade, it was definitely buying Jeremy Cameron for $5.90 instead of Zach Butters or Petrarca. Yeah. It's crazy how hindsight is so clear. But at the time, it just doesn't always seem as clear like that. But Jason, best trade in was Keys and Briggs. In after he got his first 100. Yeah, nice, mate. Briggs was a big trade and would have helped quite a few. That's good stuff. Tom says, many since Suns are getting a new coach, Constable might get a game. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, good point. He could definitely. It's funny how different coaches see it very differently. Hopefully, he gets a shot. Yeah, that's a good point, mate. Bagger says, worst trade of Max of many, starting Sam Draper, Flanders, Bruin. Yeah, I'm in that Bruin camp. Laird, C, week 1, 2, captain. Horn Francis, week 2. Sicily, 3 good scores, then gone. Parrish, gone, to name a few. It's been a tough year for Baggers. It's been a tough year. But he's hanging in there, mate. Western Port says, MCG, GMHBA, doesn't matter. Dons will destroy your inconsistent cats. Mate, with a full team, Jezza will be back. Danger will be back. Look out, mate. That Essendon backline doesn't have a clue how to stop Hawkins and Cameron, mate. They'll kick 8 between them. Guarantee. Guarantee, mate. Lockie says, every Geelong home game should be at the MCG. Every home and away game for Geelong. Oh, that's it again. In fact, no down GMHBA, useless stadium. In fact, eliminate Geelong altogether. Whoa, that's a savage statement from Lockie. Brutal scenes. John says, worst trade, Tuke Miller. The game he got injured instead of Bont when he got 160 or 180. Yeah, fuck. That is rough. That is rough. And they are sometimes the sliding doors moments that are so, so savage, man. They are. Baggers having a laugh at Smyesdale. I've lost your comment. Where'd it go? They're like the tin piping folded. Yeah, I know. I saw they folded. I actually covered that story when they folded. Yeah, bloody sad, to be honest. The Shelley Bean, Field Marriage, or Chesser. Oh, that's tough. Excuse me. I'm going to have a look at Marriage's stats. It might seem crazy, but I actually am leaning towards Chesser. He's actually started to play a little bit better. And I don't know, has Marriage got much over 40? Yeah, he's inconsistent. You know what? I'll back in Campbell Chesser. It might be risky, but I'll back him in. Big fella, who is your top 3 favourite players you have owned in Supercoach? Oh, over the journey, like Gary Ablett, right back in the start. I picked him in that first year when he was available as a forward and broke out as that midfielder. That was so good because he was actually a bit point of difference. I loved having Tom Rockcliffe in his absolute pig days. They were just fantastic. And Michael Barlow comes to mind as well as an absolute joyous ride. But back in the day, I was like a massive believer in Sam Fisher. I used to love picking him. I used to love picking Brendan Goddard. Yeah, so they're just a few throwback names. Yeah. Good deck, though, he says at Smile Star. They do have a good deck, don't they? Jason, sorry, missed Parrish in, so went out Sheldrick and Fletcher in Banks and Parrish. Nice, mate. I like that. Good stuff. GRB says possibly going Oliver to Goulden. Ouch. Sheldrick to Himmelberg. Fay to Gilbert. Or bargain playing rook. 3 trades left with Sheasel D6, Himmelberg F6. Yeah, that's pretty solid, man. I mean, you've done well to have this many trades at this point. And it's the right thing to do with Oliver. He's very frustrating this year, Clary, but it's the right call. Not as strong at F6 or D6 as some, but it should suit you. It should do you reasonably well for this point. Luke says top 5 all-time AFL players. Top 5 all-time. Jeez. I would say Gary Ablett Sr. is the greatest of all time. He's just a freak. But I do have a massive bias to Gary Ablett Jr. Wayne Carey has to be there. Lee Matthews has to be there. Well, I didn't see Lee Matthews, so it's hard for me to say, but they always say that he is. And clearly, I think Chris Judd, you got to recognise as one of the all-time greats. It's hard when you didn't see some of them too, because obviously there's some players like in the 90s that, that I've got no real idea about, but they all say that he's a gun. Western Port, Nicky Martin over Josh Dacos any day of the week. Lockie says, just played at Smysedale's ground. Shorty, raining all day and the ground held up unreal. Too bad the only people who use it nowadays are under 11s for Wody Yolak. Yeah. It is a bit sad. It is one of the sadder things when you see local footy clubs fold. Obviously, it's a business and stuff, but yeah, I worked pretty closely with the people at Smysedale, and you see just how it rips the soul out of a town. So a bit disappointing, but it happens. Corey says Queensland 6-0. David Fafita, who even fucking knows? First try scorer. Nice, mate. Thanks for the update there. Luke says, how long are you streaming till today? I mean, sorry. Yeah, fair. Normally about 9. Normally about 9 o'clock. So we'll do a quiz at about 8:40, 8:45. We might get to it a little bit sooner too, depending how we go through the questions. So normally around the 9 o'clock mark. G Money says, oh boy, why does it just do that? How crap was the latest Ashes result? Would have loved to be 3-0 up on those whinging Poms. Yeah, I know. And when Stark went through Bairstow, I thought we were going to be. We were looking good, but I feel as if the series, it just has so much hype. It would have been weird for this test to be a dead rubber coming up. So the hype is very saucy, but I wish we had it wrapped up. Yeah. I still think we can win. Do you drop Warner? What are your thoughts, mate? I certainly do. I can't believe he's still on the side. Here we are, says Zerk Thatcher will manhandle the Tomahawk. Mate, did you see the game early in the year? Tomahawk had 5 on him by half time. Oh, Zerk Thatcher's still having therapy for that one, mate. Baggers just handing out some absolute trash talk. Lockie, not sad they folded. It happened for a reason. Hopeless club. Savage, bro. Absolute savages. Nick says, keep up the great work, Shorty. Oh, thank you, mate. Thanks for dropping in. If you have the trades, what's your thoughts on George Hewitt next week? Around 250K. And no, Kennedy should play all year. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm going to jot that down. So is is Matt Kennedy out for the year? Because if that's the case and George Hewitt gets named and there's a bit of confirmation about that, then yeah, I think he's a good option. He could be a bit of a saviour. There's no guarantees that he goes back to a really good midfield role, but it does give us a bit of hope. G Money says, not studying English hurt my season from the start. Playing catch-up ever since. Yeah, English was probably one of my better selections, which was handy. But yeah, Baggers, Erky Perky, Archie Perkins, masterclass at the worst stadium in the league. Gee, there's some salty Bombers fans. Next week's live could be pretty tense. Corey, worst trade for me this year. Sard for Doherty, after he got injured at 590. And he got me the first ton in my team this week and could have got Clary in round 5. Yeah. It often is those sliding door moments when you could have got a guy like Like, I look at Zach Butters and I remember answering questions when he was around 450. I was like, oh, I don't know if he's guaranteed mid. And, like at the time, it didn't seem like it, but then he just explodes. Um, Nick, in relation to bench cover. Oh, fuck, good point. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, actually, now I might consider that. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. What is George Hewitt's stats? So Hewitt's at 280, and he'll still probably drop a bit. 125 break even. Yeah, wow. Very, very interesting. No, I like that, mate. He might be some very handy cover. Yeah, thank you. Good stuff. Always loved Deledio from Nate. Yes. Remember when Deledio was available as like a forward, and he was down back as well? They were good times. They were good times. Luke McMahon's in the house. What's going on? Hey, Shorty, how are you? What were your thoughts on Stuart Dew getting sacked? Thanks for dropping in, mate. I think clearly they have Dimmer Hardwick signed, sealed, and delivered, one would think. So in that case, yeah, I get why they did it. I think it's probably fair enough. But I did feel for Dew. I thought it was pretty shithouse how clearly it was leaked and clearly it was out because Caro reported it. And then they came out and backed him in when they would have known they were going to get rid of him. So I thought that looked like shit. So I felt for him a bit, but yeah. Oh, Dane Swan, yeah, absolute good call. GRB. Dane Swan for sure. Rockcliffe favourites, yeah. That is good points. Do you guys remember Greg Broughton? Do you remember him as an option for Freo? One of the best rookies at the start. It was ridiculous. And then he went to Gold Coast and he was an absolute spud. Baggers, mate, we may as well play Rhett Montgomery. He would win Geelong B&F at half pace. Oh, Western Port. Dangerfield may end up being my M8. Dude is so cheap. Yeah, he's not the worst either. Like, not at his best, but yeah. G Money, there's a reason he's cheap. Baggers tipper better. He will clap that old dud softy field. Oh, jeez. So is Baggers, Lockie, and G Money all Bombers fans? Disgraceful stuff. Lockie says Jacko Jackson, best player to ever play. Loose unit. Cal says surely plug up there in the GOAT conversation. Yeah, good call. Good call. It's hard to collect all the names at once when you're sort of trying to think about them. But yes, very good point. G Money, what about Pennell's best ever disposals? What a gun. Yeah, I think he's Collingwood's best ever player. Don't quite have him in the overall top 5, but he's a very good player. Western Port, because of injury, G Money, he went massive. Front squad, yeah. Lockie went Fro working with Smyesdale to living. Oh, went from working with Smyesdale to living in Geelong. Biggest downgrade. Oh, geez. This Geelong hate, mate. Fuck. It's a lovely place to live, mate. Come on, bro. Luke, how does the quiz work? Yeah, so I will give you a code in about 15 minutes. You log on to blookit.com and I think you just give yourself a name, pick a little emblem, and 12 questions, mate. I'll do it each week. So, yeah, feel free to get around it, mate. Jason, best players, Cable from the Roos, Plugger, and Peter Dacos. Nice, mate. Yeah, I like that, Jace, giving us a bit more of the older school vibes there. That's good. Bagger says all-time greats, Tim Watson. So I think this might be an Essendon flavour here. Mark McCurry. Fucking hell. Joe Watson, hey, mate. Now, Baggers, I'd love to hear your thoughts on him getting the Brownlow taken off him. I can only imagine you were filthy. 1990 grand final. Big fella, drop Warner if Green available, then pick him. Head opens. If not available, then Marcus Harris. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm the same. Bring Green back in if he's right. And I don't give a stuff who opens. If it's Labuschagne, if it's Travis Head, like, you can't go worse than what Warner's been doing. I just don't get it. but I get the sense they won't. Corey, apparently Matt Kennedy out for 6 weeks. Thank you, mate. Then there you go. That makes that Hewitt one very, very doable. Here we are. Says, I didn't see last time. I'm unloading my bank account on the Hawk 5+ this week. Yeah, fair call, man. Hey there, Jess. Can I fill my water up first?
That's not allowed, you asshole.
So sorry about that. Just drank all the water, mate. Savage blow. Bag is 98K. Watch the Dons dominate 5th of the Cold Pies. A mountainous win and an era-defying begging to the Bombers. Xavier says, hey, Shorty, how you going? Good, thank you, mate. How are you? I've got 9 trades left. Man, this guy has discipline. And 3 rookies left and 2 rookies about to finish up their cash making, Lewis Malikan and Tyler Young. Thoughts on what I should do? Also 10K in the bank. Yeah, well, I think with those guys peaking, like just try and upgrade as quick as you can, really. If you can get anyone with a little bit of discount, like you might be able to do the old 1 up, 1 down, upgrade, downgrade operation to Callum Mills is at a nice price. Like if you really need discount down back, like Angus Brayshaw, not the worst, getting a bit more midfield time. But otherwise, just, business as usual, like try and upgrade to those guns. Jack Steele found a bit of form. But yeah, we all know the good players at a price. It might just be a matter of if you can get the cash to upgrade. But yeah, I would, at this stage of the year, I'd just, try and finish off that side full primo as soon as you can. JRB says, Fafita, good Aussie name. Oh, I've lost the comment too. Reminds me of that awesome comedy song that's in Queensland. I'm not sure on that one, but Baggers 01 was ours as well. Hurdy concussion. Cold Pies, G Baggers and G Money just going at it. Yeah, sorry, G Money. As soon as I said it, I remembered you were Pies. I remembered that. Sorry about the disrespect there, mate. Harvey, hey Shorty, just got back from a talk thing where someone told their life-changing story and helps with mental health. All under 11s and 17s boys and girls came, as well as parents as coaches for the footy club. Nice, mate. How was it? I like that stuff. I feel like the mental health side of things is something that should definitely be spoken about a lot more of, mate. So, how was it? Hopefully you enjoyed it and took something away from it. Pies supporter for Lockie just hates the Cats and the Bombers equally, but bagging out the Cats at the moment. Fair call. Fair call. G Money's getting excited about the flag, Pies. Theo says SDS Supercoach and Brad talking soon. Is that some sort of collab? Brad. Yeah, fucking true. The wink face just really suggests some things. Baggers, it's filth every Wednesday. I drive there and feel sick. Filthy stadium. Savage stuff. Savage. G Money, Aussies should drop Warner and bring in Goulden. Man can do it all. Oh, boy. I can't take it anymore. Big fella going George Hewitt on AFL Fantasy. G Money was quick on the high Jess. He didn't muck around there. How is the AFL Fantasy going, mate? Luke, I agree with what you said about Dew's sacking, and how do you think the Suns will go for the rest of the year? History suggests teams sort of bounce a bit when they get the caretaker coach. So what do we got, 7 weeks left or something? I reckon they'll probably go 4-3 or 3-4. Like, I think they'll go okay, but they definitely need to be going better. So I agree with the overall decision. Harvey says, did you see someone made a bet of 1 million for Collingwood to beat Carlton in round 20? It was on Twitter. Wow. I did not. If you got that much money to gamble, holy shit, you must be doing all right. Yeah, very cheap is Hewitt, mate. Baggers doesn't rate the bet. No worries, Xavier. All good, mate. Luke I had Cripper at a bargain. Happy with that as a Blues fan. Blues are versing West Coast where he scores really well. Nice. Yeah, Cripps has been a strange one, hasn't he? Real up and down, but such a gun. But he's just been a bit funny on the super coach over the journey. Baggers, I would have preferred parents versus players, British Bulldog. Oh, yeah, Harvey had to go. Yep. Yeah, it was great. I took a lot away from it. It was a good night. Awesome, mate. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, that's footy clubs do that stuff pretty well these days, I reckon. Lockie played teachers versus kids footy in primary school, punched a teacher in the private. Come on, mate. What are you doing, brother? Bagger says Dimmer will trade Took to the Dons for a third pick. G Money, sorry, pal. Can't stay for quiz. Got to go to work. All the best later all. No worries, mate. Hope the shift goes all right for you, my friend. And thanks for dropping in as always. I'll talk to you soon, I'm sure. Big fella, yeah, love AFL fantasy because unlimited trades. Completed team next week. Trades this week. Will Day and Gus Sheldrick for Sicily and Hewitt. See, I don't really like the unlimited trades. I guess it makes it easier, and it's a bit of a stock market, isn't it? But I guess that's the difference between the two. Bagger Shorty, can we start the quiz? I'm going downhill fast. Oh, I'll get the Nurofen pumping, mate. I think I will. I've just caught up to the questions, so I'll just do a couple more and I'll get the quiz code out. Jono, hi, Shorty. Hope all is well. You too, mate. Thanks for that. Poor turnout tonight. How did you find the cricket this week? Oh, that's all right, mate. It's late in the year. Not many trades. It's just a more intimate session. So if you're here, you're a true fan and I appreciate it. Cricket was frustrating. Thought we nearly had him when Bairstow got bowled. It just felt like we were always just behind the 8 ball. We'd get a wicket, and you thought maybe if they get a string of wickets, and I thought we were going to when we got Stokes and Bairstow, but didn't quite string it together. Credit to England. They know how to chase a score down, but I'll back us in. If they make the right decisions at selection, I think we'll be right. Baggers, I kicked 24 in school footy once, got sent to the back line, kicked another, and they didn't count it, dogs. Oh, mate. Talented football, the young lad. Jason, Dew gone. Where will B King go to in 2025? Yeah, it's a chance, mate. It's a chance. They'll be hoping they hold on to a few. Lockie Baggers, that's bullshit. You didn't kick 24. Oh, boy. He doesn't believe him. Absolute savagery. Let's get this quiz going. Give me 1 sec. I'll get you guys the code. Man, keen to just kick back and watch Wimbledon tonight. Love me a bit of sport throughout the week on the TV set. Bloody beautiful. Here we go. Number classic. Host this bad boy. All right. So if you're new to this, and I know Luke was asking about it, you go to play.blookit.com, which I'll put in the chat. So that's where you want to go. The code we're looking for 761 9797. There we go. There's the code for you guys. Get stuck in. Oh, Alex is in the house. How you going, Shorty? How's the chaos going? Yeah, going all right. Thanks, mate. Just another live session, another bit of banter, my friend. How you been, mate? How's school going? You still catch up with Joey, or hope you've been well, mate? Still, Lockie doesn't believe it. Harvey says, is Tuke Miller a potential option if he goes down in price? Absolutely. I haven't completed my team. I have 4 trades left. I need 2 upgrades with 460k in the bank because I'm using a boost 6 week. I had 4 to start the week and then just traded Briggs to Madden. Yeah, absolutely, he's an option. A few people have outlined George Hewitt as well. If he gets that rollback, I'd just wait a week because he's 125 break even. Let's see what role he gets, but definitely. And yeah, Miller is definitely an option. Like, only played 69% game time on the weekend, scored 92. So sort of eased him back. He's a definite option. Harvey continues. I need to upgrade Mitchell to someone and either Sheldrick or Wardlaw to someone. Well, hopefully a couple of those names just mentioned might help you. Callum Mills, Jack Steele bounced back at a decent price. Josh Morgan, I'm winning this bad boy. That's what we like to hear. I can send a photo of my team if you want. Yeah, feel free to, mate. What's probably best to do it on my TikTok, I'd say. I'll check those a bit more. Bagger says, get Sicily or Doc. It'd be Sicily for me. I think he's got the edge on him. Nice. We got 14 in the quiz already. D-Max in there. Love that. Barman, big fella, Glenn, Baggers, Horty. It's all happening in there. Good stuff. It's a shocking version of Kahoot, Lockie says. Well, Lockie, I couldn't get 60 people in. I couldn't get 20 plus people into my Kahoot. So, look, it just serves me a little bit better. Baggers is pumped. He got the rhino. JRB, Mitchell or Tom Mitchell, Seamus Mitchell or Tom Mitchell, Harvey McLennan. Oh, he's talking to Harvey. Yeah, right. Josh, the pig and the Macau is taken, or the macaw. Worst day ever. I'm going with the orangutan. Seamus Mitchell, yeah. Yeah, fair call. Oh, you have Steele and Mills already. Yeah, it might be easiest if you want to. Can be hard to visualize overall trades. But yeah, if you go over to me TikTok and just send me a message with your team, I'll do my best to get to it. It's not always a guarantee, but I do try and check those a little bit more. He played half forward flank, Took, I believe. Yeah, that's a look. That's a management thing. They're not going to play Took Miller at half forward. I mean, that's probably just an easing him back into it. He'll be right. Corey's, I'm going to win the quiz. Look out. He's up and about. Lukey McMahon, hoping to get close to winning the quiz tonight. That's what you like to hear. Theo, you should do a talk with Steve and Brad, who has the best Supercoach brain. Nice, mate. I might have to get the triple collab going, mate. Good fellas, they are. Good fellas. Big fellas, the pig. His code here. I don't think we'll get too many more involved, but so I'll start it relatively soon. We're up to 20. Harvey says I can send it to you on Facebook. I don't have TikTok. Fair enough. Yeah, go do that, mate, and I'll do my best to have a chat to you later on. Yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned about 2% of bounces, mate. I mean, he'll build up the fitness and he'll be back in there. It's a guarantee. Luke says, let's play. He's in. Lovely. Basilenka. What forward do I get in already? Have all the top ones? Oh, gee, that's a tough one. I might answer this and then we might start the quiz, but I'll just read out a few names, mate, and hopefully you don't have them. So if we're talking, you got all the top ones, then who might you not have? Do you have Jack McRae? I think he's a solid option. Do you have Caleb Daniel? Stephen Cornelio? Do any of those float your boat? I'm sure one of them. I'm sure you don't have all three. Don't have McRae. Yeah. Look, I think he's not the McRae of old, but he's still very, very solid. He's not going to give you a bad one, and he's still capable of 120 every now and then. Yeah, Jeremy Cameron. Yeah, if he does get firing, he is absolutely capable. Nick Martin, an option. Yeah, good point, actually. I keep forgetting he is forward eligible as well. Yeah. Nice. Well, oh, nice. No worries, Baz. No worries at all, mate. There's a quiz code. Last chance. Thanks for all the little emojis there, guys. Appreciate that. We've got 22 in the quiz. I reckon we're going to start this one in a mini second. So if you haven't got in, you better hurry. Harvey, what is killing me is I don't have Bonds. Oh, man. You got to find a way to get him, son. You got to find a way. Was just jumping around the house and accidentally hit my head on the door frame. So if I lose, I have an excuse. Lockie, mate, you are a character. All right, let's start this quiz. Good luck, guys. All the best. Go well. Let's rock and roll. Question 1. Hawthorn's Finn McGuinness tagged Josh Kelly last weekend, keeping him to how many possessions? Hopefully no typos in this one either, because I didn't reread it, actually. Very quiet game for Josh. Very quiet game. He was kept to just the 6 disposals. A lot of you guys getting that right. Well played. Checked in nicely to that one. Nicely done. Who was in quickest? Alex, D-Mac, Causa, Cal, and Big Fella. Nicely done. Question 2. Caleb Sarong copped a 1-match suspension, spelling mistake, for a dangerous tackle on which Carlton player? Sam Walsh, David Cunningham, Adam Chera, or Sam Doherty? It's going to be one of the challenges too for SuperCoach. Like these little 1 weekers, they add up. They're going to hurt us a bit, but it was on Adam Chera, and again, most of you's getting that right. So just a little cruisy start to the quiz for you guys. In quickly was Causa, D-Mac, Finn, Cal again. He'll be up there, big fella. So in top spot is Causa, D-Mac, Cal, big fella, and Harvey in 5th there. Question 3. Which clubs did Brad Ebert play for? We're talking about a few throwback players before. Do you have any idea who Brad Ebert played for? It's pretty clear he's at Port Adelaide, but who was his other club? Collingwood, Gold Coast, Fremantle, or West Coast? Hey there. Thanks.
It's full now.
Why, thank you. That is full. Jeez. He played for West Coast, and that did split a few up. A few of you went Gold Coast. So a bit of a moving pieces here. Corey got it. Alex, Luke, Mac, Glenn, and my time. So Corey will have a bit of a lead. He's on top, and he does. Big fella, Luke, Mac, Alex, and D-Mac. Gunning to go past second place tonight. He's always there and abouts his D-Mac. Nick Dacos has recorded the second most disposals ever across a player's first 41 games. Second to who? Pretty impressive. But there is one guy that has had more disposals in his first 41 games. Was it Greg Williams, Nathan Buckley, Chris Judd, who I spelt with 2 S's, and Lee Matthews? It was Diesel Williams. Few going Chris Judd, but it was old mate Greg Williams. Glenn on top there, Zerk, Thanos, Joshy Boy, Harvey, and Big Fella. So Big Fella going nicely. In fact, he's on top. Corey, Glenn, and I think Alex was 5th. I missed who was 4th. Question 5. What draft selection did Melbourne pick up Kale Morton with? A few throwbacks here with the names. 3, 4, 5, or 6. I was looking at Kale Morton's stats. Do you know he had 37 possessions one game too? I always thought he was a bit of a spud, but 37 touches. He did dominate a few games, but didn't quite make it. He was selected with pick 4. And again, that split a few. So this will be very interesting. Couple of tough ones in a row. Alex doing nicely. Barman, Baggers, Zerk, and Cal. So Alex will be right up there, potentially first. And he is. He's on top. Big fella. Then Luke Mack, Corey, and Glenn, I think it was. Question 6, hitting the halfway mark. Stuart Dew was sacked after 121 games as Gold Coast coach. What was his winning percentage to the nearest percent? 23, 39, 30, or 20? Got a couple of Gold Coast related questions in here, I think. So his exact percentage is 29.3. Or might have been even more than that. It might have been 29.8 or something like that. But yeah, most of you's getting that right. D-Mac in nice and quick. Joshy Morgan. Zerk's doing well. Barman and Unzip for Cripps. So Barman should be going all right. He's fourth. Equal fourth or equal third was D-Mac and Big Fella. Or was it? Fuck, I missed it. I fucking missed it. Question 7. Which 2 clubs did Stuart Dew play for? As you can see, we all know what he did for Hawthorn. So like Ebert before, Hawthorn is in all of them. But who was his other club? Adelaide, Port Adelaide, Sydney, or Carlton? But having said that, I actually mentioned this tonight. So if you've been tuned in the whole time, I think most of us will get this. He did play most of his career at Port Adelaide, and yeah, most of you guys getting that one right. So we got Cal doing nicely, Corey, Nate, Finn, and Luke Mack there. So on top now is Luke Mack, Alex, Big Fella, D-Mac, and Causa. Big rise up the ranks there. Nicely done. Now, Stephen King will take the reins for the remainder of the season at Gold Coast. After 215 games as a Cat, where did he finish his playing career? North Melbourne, Western Bulldogs, St Kilda, or Melbourne. Played a couple of years, I think, at this team, and that was St Kilda. 11 got it right, 12 got it wrong, so a bit of a point of difference one. Luke Mack's doing nicely. Horty, Chloe, Glenn, and Cal. So Luke's on top still. He's got a bit of a buffer. Alex and D-Mac, then Cal and Unzip for Cripps are equal fourth. So Lukey boy's doing very nicely. Question 9. Who did Scott Pendlebury overtake to become leading disposal getter in VFL AFL history? KB, Robert Harvey, Brent Harvey, or Gary Ablett Jr.? Now, I think I put in a tricky one or two to end it. I always like to have a couple of questions that can separate them. So, big few questions coming up. He did overtake Robert Harvey, and the majority of you guys getting that one right. Very, very well documented, that stat. So, Finn, nice and quick. Harvey, Josh, Alex doing very well. And Big Fella also doing well. He's fourth. Alex into second. Luke Mack still on top. D-Mac in there. And like we said, Big Fella doing nicely. Could be a pretty close finish here. Question 10. How many possessions did Zach Merritt and Darcy Parish have combined against the Crows last week? 75, 78, 81, or 83? Bit of a maths question here, guys. Interestingly, they got the exact same amount of possessions. So both had 39. That gives us 78. Most of you pretty switched on there. So 2 more questions. Who is in that top 5? Xavier got real quick there. Alex, D-Mac, Harvey, and Chloe. So can Alex move into first? He's still second. Luke Mack by a point. D-Mac, Cal, and Big Fella. So this is a massively tight finish here. 2 questions to go. Which of these players has played the most games? And I will say the answer is actually played about 40 more than the rest of them. So 3 of these guys hover around 50, which I was surprised by. Brian Myers, Bobby Hill, Willie Rioli, or Bo McCreary. I thought it'd be a bit closer, but Myers has actually played quite a bit more footy than them, and that has split them. This could be a game changer. This could decide the quiz, this one. Unzip for Cripps, Xavier, Alex, Luke, and Barman. So is Alex on top? He is. Luke Mack down by 2 points. D-Mac's in there. Big Fella, Cal. Last question. It's all on the line here. How many tackles did Jack Steele lay on the weekend? 9, 13, 10, or 12? Slightly easier one. There's minimal points between some of the guys at the top here. This may come down to the fastest finger will take out the quiz. He was back to his best tackling form, was Jack Steele, and he laid 12 of them. Oh, 7 of yous went 13, so this could be interesting. In third position, we have Big Fella. In second is Alex, and I think Luke Mack may have done it. He has. He's done it. Lukey Mack, you must be pleased, mate, and I'm bloody happy for you. Well done, mate. Is that your first win? Let me know how you're going there in the comments, my man. Well done. Oh, Langers has popped in. Short, my team's cooked this week. Dunkley missing. Young, Sheldrick confirmed out. And DK missed training. Jez also no guarantee to come back. Mate, your bed as always. Make your bed as always. Oh, I know. I thought of you as soon as I heard Hayden Young was out. I knew that'd be a killer blow. And there you go, Luke Max up and about. Finally, I win a quiz. Yeah, it's my first win. Well done. Well done. That was a ding-dong battle between you and Alex in particular. Who did we have here? You love to see it. When someone's been doing the quiz for a while, you love to see. And he got every question right, Luke. Well done. Every question right. 12 out of 12. Alex in second. Big fella third. D-Mac fourth. He's a very consistent performer. Harvey was up there for much of the quiz. So was Cal. Finn, Barman, Unzipped for Cripps had a pretty solid effort. Corey maybe just dropped away late. Did you, Corey? My time. Glenn, Zerk, Joshy Boy, Nate, Horty Zave, Baz, Red Roosters in there. Baggers, Lockie, Luke, Chloe, and Chloe. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, good stuff, Alex. Good stuff, Luke. All right, great stream. Shall we see you next Wednesday? Thanks, mate. No worries. I'll definitely see you then. Cheers for jumping in. Bags, I missed most of it. Had a date with a bucket. Oh, bro. You ain't traveling well, are you, mate? Fuck. See you, Xavier. Thanks, mate. Good to see you. Bags, I hope you get better, mate. Far out. See you, mate. Have a good one. All right, good stuff, guys. I am going to get myself a filthy Milo, sit on the couch, and watch some tennis, I think. Thanks, Lockie. Thanks, Cal. Good stuff, fellas. Cheers. Here we are. Thank you, mate. No worries, big fella. Appreciate that. Yeah, will do. I will. Baggers. Thanks, Luke. Yeah, good stuff, mate. Really stoked that you took out the quiz, man. Thanks, Harvey. Good stuff, fellas. Really appreciate you all jumping on board. It's definitely the best of the best when it gets to this stage of the season. The true supporters are right here talking on the stream. So thanks again. I'll be back on Thursday, as always, with a preview to the week. And on my TikTok, I will have my trades, but I'm not trading. So I'll probably talk VC and C. See you, Brad. Catch you, mate. All right. I'll talk to you guys same time next week. Catches.